I need to make at least $3,300 to $3,800 a month in order to be a full-time content creator. That's what I said. I'm just thinking out loud. So I recently just went for a walk here in the neighborhood, and there was a set of townhouses that are being constructed that are like really next door to where I'm renting this studio space from. And so one of the goals is to obviously buy another home. I've purchased a townhouse in the past, that was years ago, but as my family has grown, it's time to look for a new place and it's time to look at buying a new home. And so one of the options is to stay close to where this studio is located so I don't have to move everything all at once, or quite frankly, maybe even able to keep it all right here in this same spot and just have it in walking distance. So I went just walking around the neighborhood to see what the townhouses prices were, and kind of look inside. I haven't been over there before, and as I was going through it, it's just kind of reminiscing about the townhouse that I used to have, and kind of some of the similarities and differences. But when I got to the end of the tour, the lady that was there, really nice lady, we were just kind of exchanging stories about the 2007, 2008 financial crash and how we were both caught in that similar situation, how both of our houses were upside down. And it was just time to just let those things go because we were not going to get a return on our investment anytime soon. And it's been almost 20 years later, and still those housing prices have not recovered to what they really should have been. But in talking to her as I was leaving, I was like, what is the mortgage going for roughly for these homes? And when she said at least $3,200 to $3,300 on the low end per month, I was like, wow. As a content creator, someone that is striving to be a full time content creator, it really puts things into perspective, because then when you start to add on the other prices of owning a home, all the bills that just go along with it, easily could be looking at $4,000 a month. That's a lot of money that you need to be generating to be a full time content creator in my area. Now, for your area, it might be different, but if you're looking to actually have a decent sized space for your family, a decent sized home in a decent neighborhood, hey, now everybody's wants and everybody's desires or everybody's standards are a little bit different. I get that. So your price could be definitely half of that. Not in my case, okay? I'm talking about me in this video, not you in this video. But if you want to talk about your situation, definitely check out the link in the description. Join me in the community as we have these talks, real talks about what it takes to be a content creator, what's working, what's not, and just simply real life. And so one of the things that I do to monetize my content is to, one, have a community. So my community right now is $5 a month. Now, looking at the price of these homes, I might need to raise that up, right? But that is one source of revenue that I can create as a creator, right? Another content creation path for me is actually doing product reviews. I do a lot of reviews on the Amazon platform specifically. And what happens is I get a bunch of different products, like that shelf behind me, that lamp over there. I got some stuff over here. Matter of fact, this microphone was given to me. So things like this I can review and put these videos up on Amazon and get compensated that way as well. I also do some affiliate marketing. So if there's a certain product or software that I like, I can add a link in my video descriptions. I mainly do a lot of that on my main channel, so people can go and sign up based on something that I've reviewed or recommended. So that's one way. But you looking at all these different avenues, one of the things that I've been missing and have not included is a high ticket offer. And in order to get to where I really need to get to, I need to figure out how to position my content for a high ticket offer. Since 2016, when I got into this content creation space, but more specifically the education around how to use technology, cameras, lights, microphones, how to live stream, I've always offered a low ticket option because I want my content accessible to everybody. I don't want just the celebrities or just the people that already have a lot of money to be able to have the skill sets that I really think you should be having as well. It should not cost you an arm and a leg to learn some of the more simple things in a structured approach, right? So I remember when live streaming first came about in that 2016 timeframe, there weren't a lot of people that were talking about a simple way that you could do it from your computer. You could share your screen, you could connect your camera or your webcam, and you could really create a professional looking live stream in 2016. You didn't have to wait till 2025 or even 2020 when the world shut down and you were kind of forced to learn how to do video from the comfort of your home. That skill set of me teaching was back in 2016, and it could have been even before that if I wasn't scared to turn on the camera and hit record. Now it's something that's very simple for me to do. It's just a matter of getting up and actually doing the thing. But as I look at all the things that I've offered over the past, I need to incorporate a high ticket offer. As I've been watching other people grow online and having success, that's one thing they constantly talking about is that signature offer, that signature program, something that you can charge 12, 20, 30, 50, $100,000 for. And if I sell about four of those, maybe even five of those $100,000 offers, hey, it takes care of that new mortgage, right? So this is just me kind of putting together something that I just discovered, not discovered, but something that has just been more front facing for me is like, okay, what does it really take to survive financially as a full time content creator, especially when I consider the things that are specific to me? So I implore you, write down a list. What things are specific to you? How much do you really need to bring home in your content creator journey business? And if you want to help brainstorm some ideas or you want help getting towards that goal, definitely join me in the community link below. And that way we can mastermind together and help everybody grow. Just me thinking out loud.